So this is Andy Sweetman of Innovia Films, and Andy, you've got some interesting developments in films, was it?
That's right. We're very involved in the development of biodegradable, compostable and renewable packaging, which started in the fresh produce, fruit and vegetable sector, but very much is moving on now to a wide range of packaging applications. We brought a few samples along to
okay, so we've got some here. We have some pasta to start off with. Yes, go on.
The pasta is using 45 micron Natureflex film.
45 micron, so how would you say that? Thick or not really?
That's about as thick as we make.
Yeah.
But they use that because it's a relatively heavy product, and they need some good body on the shelf.
Yeah.
In the far side there we have some metallized Natureflex. It's quite a surprise to people, but in fact the metallization layer is so thin, but it doesn't affect the overall biodegradation of the product. So it has a very, very nice appeal. It increases the moisture barrier properties of the product, but still allows it to be fully compostable.
Yes, and how long would it take this to decompose?
In an industrial composting unit, that will break down in sort of 6 to 8 weeks. In a home composting situation, a little bit longer because there's not the same temperature, maybe 10 to 12 weeks.
That's amazing. I've heard of things like decomposing in a couple of years, but okay, and what about the breakfast cereal we have here?
The one in the middle is something we're very proud of. It's a project we've worked on for a long, long time. It uses our material, the Natureflex, as the outer ply.
Yeah.
It's laminated then to a starch-based product called Matter B, manufactured by Novamont. So it's interesting because it's giving you in a totally biodegradable and compostable format the kind of technical properties that you would otherwise get from a conventional polyester film as the outer layer and a polyethylene film as the inner layer.
Okay, very, very good. And so how are sales with this type of product?
Well, sales of Natureflex are growing very dramatically, typically 50 to 60% per annum, so very, very high growth rates.
Why do people want it?
I think there's just so much focus now on packaging and the environment and where our materials come from, and I mean, sustainability is a massive word, and it's certainly what we're hearing at the show all the time. People are coming in because they're having to address the issue of sustainability in packaging, and this gives a proven solution in the sense that the materials are biodegradable, compostable and eminently renewable. I mean, our materials are 95% based on renewable raw materials.
And where are most of them sold?
In our case, the two biggest markets are the UK and Germany. Eastern Europe is developing because a lot of the supply of products is coming out of Eastern Europe, so that area is developing strongly too. And areas of strong development is out into the Americas and Asia as well.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.